So if you're like me and you're a complete numpty with electricity in campervans, you'll understand the fear I have about the next half hour, hour, 3 hours, 5 hours, because I've got a problem with the van in that the inverter stopped working, and I'm not quite sure why. It may have been that it was something that fused it that I was using, but I can't really remember what it might have been. Or it could have been just a general fault. It's out of its warranty period of a couple of years now, so whatever happens, it's going to either cost me time or money or both to sort it out. And I'm not an electrician, so therefore I'm not really quite sure what to do. So if I break it down into little baby steps and see if I can just trace the circuits and the wires, it might give me some idea of what actually is going wrong. So my inverter is stored in behind this little thing here, and I think you can probably see it. Might need to switch some of the... Now, none of those say inverter, so I'm going to guess that the system isn't fused. One of the things that was said early on when I had a look at the website is that this thing has got an internal fuse, and if the internal fuse is gone, then it's not something I can fix. It has to go back to the manufacturer. I went to an auto electrician just to have a quick chat, and they said that for the size of the inverter we've got, which is 500 watts, that it probably won't be worth repairing this. You'd be better off just buying a new one, and that really goes against the grain. So I can't see anything wrong there, and there's nothing that I can imagine is wrong here, because all of these things are just related to the 12 volt sockets and the USB chargers here. So this is the next thing, to have a look at the... And we've got the battery, the leisure battery. I'll put the socket set because I might need that later on. Cables everywhere. We live in a wireless society now, don't we? He says laughingly. So, and here comes, this is the magic for me. I have no idea whether this actually makes any sense. It all looks very tidy. I think that's the key thing here. And if it looks tidy, there's a very good chance that it's probably been done properly. If I just get my little torch. So the leisure battery, let's have a look at that. Nothing wrong there. No cables loose there. So that all looks fine. Not sure there. Again, nothing's problematic there. Coming down to this little device, these little wires. You can see it's all been done quite effectively, quite efficiently. But just again, all I can do, because that's all I've got the ability to do, is just to make sure there's nothing come loose, and I can't see anything loose there. So nothing obvious. So this is this end. Then we've got the other end. Let's go and have a look on the other side. Let's just have a look and see if we can see the battery, the cables going into the back of the inverter. So I can't really see, I don't think you'll be able to see these very well because of my fingers, but there's no problems there. And there, that's working quite well. So, right, so what have we got so far? It's not fused where the other electrical bits are. The sockets at the leisure end are working, and in fact if they hadn't been working, then the LED lights in the van wouldn't have been working. So there must be something, one of these wires here that's going down, which connects this inverter to the, now that's interesting, where's this wire going? That's going off down. I have no idea whether it's a positive or a negative or an earth or whatever, but it's going down into this thing here and it goes off down there. Let's go and have a look and see what that might. So there are some more cables that go up. So I don't know how well you can see the cables here. These are coming down, they go to the leisure battery. That goes off presumably to the back end of the vehicle. There's nothing loose here that we can see. Don't know if you can see that effectively here. They're all straightforward. There's nothing loose there. It's all been put together really quite niftily. So, right. Now what's this here? Ooh, what can I see here? Is that a trip switch, I wonder? Let's have a look and see. Let's push it in. That was a positive movement. Let's just go and have a look and see what that might have led to. Right, so this is the big test. If I now push that to on, a light should come on. And guess what? I can't see it easily in this light. But just there, well, what have I got to test? So this is what I was really keen to get working with the inverter. It's my Bluetti AC70. My idea had been with the inverter when it was apparently broken was to charge this with the DJI alternator power thingamajig, can't remember what it's called, and charge it whilst we were driving between sites. That was about 300 quid. If this is now working, I can charge the inverter, charge the power bank from the inverter as we're driving. And something's happening. You can see there that the laptop's taking 65-70 watts out and the inverter is putting the same amount in from the leisure battery, so it seems to be working. So I'm quite pleased about that, because just by attacking it logically, and I hadn't a clue what I was doing apart from just looking for loose things, but attacking it logically and systematically, I've saved myself quite a lot of hassle, a lot of cash, and I've now got the ability to charge the Bluetti whilst I'm driving between sites, and not having to buy either a new inverter or a new what do you call them? I have no idea. What are the? Put it in the comments below. The DJI thing that connects to your battery and charges from the alternator. So I hope that's encouraged you. If you think you're a numpty, if you are more electrically qualified than I am, please be gentle with me if you make any comments, because that was a first attempt, and as I say, I'm no expert. Thank you for watching. Hope you found that useful. And I hope that not only did you find it useful, I hope you sort of inspired that if you're as bad as I am with electrical stuff, that you realise that you can still have a go at looking at something. I don't think I want to rewire anything, and I don't think I'd want to put any extra bits and pieces into it.